Everyone, it's me, Miss Branch, the art teacher, and here with lesson 9, and we're going to learn about the cool and warm colors. And we're also going to create some concentric circles and some waves and make a pattern with our colors. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You need your pencil and your crayon, preferably your black print crayon, but you can use any color. I'm just going to use black to make sure you guys can see my colors very good. And of course, your paints, all the stuff that was in the supply list. All right. So let me switch my camera. All right. So first things first, you get to pick where you want your sun in your picture. Now, I picked the center of my paper. You could put it over on the left or on the right. You can put it down low or put it up high. It doesn't matter. But what you're going to do is start drawing with your pencil. Then we're going to trace the lines we're going to keep with our crayon. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in just a moment. So let's see. I'm going to pick a spot. All right, right here. It's good enough for my sun. And I'm going to make a circle. And then around this circle, I'm going to make another circle. And then I'm going to make another circle. And another circle. And you notice my circles are getting bigger. Uh-oh, now I ran out of paper. But that's fine. I'm just going to keep my circles going. And they'll just go off the edge of the paper. Till I run out of paper, I'm going to just pretend it keeps going right there. So now I still need to keep my concentric circles going. So I'm still going to go around and around till I run out of paper again. And let's see, I'll just keep going. And so now I have my concentric circles and I can trace them. But before I can trace those, I need to make my waves because the pencil lines will disappear once you start painting. So let me get my crayon. Now, if you remember a couple of lessons ago, Miss Branch broke her crayon. So she's got a very little black crayon left. So now what I'm going to do is make a wave. And I'm just going to come up. And then I'm going to just come down. And now I'm just going to follow this line over and over till I run out of space at the bottom. So let's see, I'm going to come up. And I'm going to come down. I'm just keep going up and following that line. And yes, I'm drawing on top of my circles because the bottom half of my picture is going to be the waves. And the top half is going to be the sun rays in concentric circles. So I'm just going to keep going until I run out of space. There again, one last little one. Now that I have my waves, I'm going to make my concentric circles. Now my concentric circles are not going to go through my waves. So when I bump into a wave line, I'm going to stop making the circles. So I'm going to go ahead and start here in the middle. And I'm just going to keep tracing. And it's okay if you go off your line a little bit. I'm going to bring my camera in so you can see that. I didn't stay on the line, but it's fine. It's okay. That happens sometimes. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Now, my next one, I have to stop because I've touched a wave. And then I can finish the other part of the line on this side. And I'm going to go ahead and do this line on this side. And now I got to do these. But every time I hit a wave, I'm going to stop. And make that one come all the way to the top. All right. So now we get to make our warm colors and our cool colors. Now, in the video that you watched earlier, you saw that that art teacher was talking about the warm colors, reminding you of things that are warm, like the sun or fire, and cool colors reminding you of things that are cool, like water or grass or the night sky. So that's why we get the red, orange, and yellow being the warm colors, and blue, green, and purple being the cool colors. So now let's see, you get to pick which one ever you want to start with. I think we'll start with our cool colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my painting supplies, and you should have your water basin. And I'm just going to wipe some of that extra water off. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with my blue. Let me bring it over here so it's in the screen. Let me see if I can lift this up some. Lift my camera up a little bit more. Ooh, almost dropped my paintbrush. Almost rolled over. It got me a little bit on my shirt, which happens in art. I don't think I have any clothes that doesn't have paint on them, being an art teacher and all. All right, so I guess I'll just go ahead and start with my top wave. And I'm just going to go ahead in that wave line. And I just stayed in the lines. And I didn't press too hard with my bristles. So I didn't want it to flatten it too much. Now, I can do all the blue lines now. And I know that there are three cool colors. That's blue, green, purple, blue, green, purple. So I can say blue, green, purple. This one would be blue. So I know to paint this line here, this wave. Because I'm going to pick up a little bit more blue paint because it's starting to get a little lighter now. And let's see, can I keep going? So this would be blue. So this is blue, green, purple, blue. So this little one right here would be blue. So I'm going to go ahead and do that blue one. So it's like blue, 1, 2, blue, 1, 2, blue. Because there are three colors and blue is my number one color right now. So that's why it's blue, 1, 2, 3, blue. Now I'm gonna move my paper over just a little so I can get my my paint palette into the screen. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit more water because there's still some blue on my bristles. Pick up a little bit. And now I'm gonna go to my yellow and make some green. And there I have my green. And so now I know I need to paint the next one. So let me go ahead and paint the next one right beside the blue. And pick up some more green paint. Starting to get a little lighter. So now I know that all the lines next to the blue get painted green. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more green and paint my next one right next to the next blue. And I got this little teeny spot right here at the bottom. So I'm just going to just dab it a little bit and turn that green. And now I have to clean off my yellow before I can go on to my next color. So let me get my cleaning cloth. And I just clean that off. And so now I need my purple. And I know that if I take the blue and mix it in with the red, I'm going to get some purple. And now that I have my purple, I'm going to go ahead and paint my purple wave. And I only have 2 purple waves because of the way I drew it. You might have more if you make your line skinnier than this branch. So yours might have more waves than mine. So now I have to get my cleaning cloth and I'm gonna dip it, squeeze out some of the extra water, and I'm gonna clean that purple out of my red. And speaking of red, I'm gonna make sure my bristles are clean. I'm ready to start with red. Now, you being the artist, you get to pick which color you want to start with. Do you want your sun red? Do you want the outer rings? Or do you want to start with yellow? Do I want to start with yellow? You know what? I think I want to start with yellow. I want my sun yellow. So I'm going to go ahead, make sure my bristles are cleaned. And I'm going to make sure it's in the screen. Wet my bristles and get some yellow. And now I'm going to paint my yellow center. And I know that there are 3 warm colors. So there's to be yellow, orange, red, yellow. So now I can go ahead and paint the next yellow. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more yellow because it's looking a little light. The more water on your brush, the lighter the color will be. So you just want a little bit of water. So you'll get a nice dark color. So then, yeah, oh, so this is yellow, orange, red, yellow. And then orange, red, yellow. Go that way. And I'm gonna come this way. So this is yellow, orange, red, but these little two pieces right here would be yellow. So I'm gonna pick up a little more yellow and get these two little corners. Those would be yellow. All right. So now I need to make my orange. Now my bristles have yellow on them, and normally I pick up some red and move it to the yellow. I'm not sure. It'll probably be a yellow orange if I mix this in. But let me try. I'm gonna get a little more yellow water, pick up a little more yellow, and I'm gonna mix it in my red. And let's see. Yep, I got a nice red. I got orange. Oh, I got some orange in my yellow, and that might happen, and it's okay. So orange, I know my orange goes next to my yellows. And pick up some more orange. And it's getting a darker orange now because it's getting less and less water. Then this one's going to be orange because it's right next to the yellow. And then this one's going to be orange because it's next to the yellow. And I know this one's going to be red because I already did my orange on this side. So I'm going to rinse out my bristles, but also I'm going to get my cleaning cloth and wet it and get that orange out of that red. And so now I can use my red and finish off the rest of my warm colors. And again, I'm taking my time, and the less water, the darker the color will be, or the brighter the color will be. And there I have a warm color sky and some cool colored water. And I made some concentric circles. So let me go ahead and switch my camera. So everyone, in lesson 9, and this is our last lesson for this series of lessons, we did cool and warm colors. We did concentric circles, which are circles that all have the same middle, even though they get bigger and bigger and bigger, or they start out big and get smaller and smaller and smaller. And we actually made a pattern because it went yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red, yellow, orange, red. So we made a pattern with our colors, and we did the same thing with our water. Blue, green, purple, blue, green, purple. So we made alternating patterns as well as concentric circles and learning about warm colors. So I can't wait to see what else you create with your supplies that you have left. And I hope I get to see some that you share. All right, everyone. I will see you in the next series of lessons. Bye.